cruises are heinous.
Horrible.
And the people that enjoy them are animals.
I don't like the manufactured feel of fun that they all do.
Course.
Like we're all having like the welcome aboard dance.
Yeah.
And then here's because my parents made us go on them.
Yeah.
And you were like, and I would just like pull my dad aside, like, wouldn't you rather just like fly to a place somewhere and enjoy that? Like, no, I like this. He liked that you just walk out, eat, and then I go right back to the room, and that you feel like you're visiting places. You're not visiting places.
People like a curated experience.
It's a curated experience.
And it's a curated experience. There are really people that enjoy that. There's something about, what do they cost? $20, $30? It's not expensive. It's like $160 to go on a cruise. It's a month of it's not even a month of the New York City subway. You could go on a full cruise, stem to stern, 3 meals a day.
All you can eat.
All you can eat. And
every meal's included.
Every meal's included. What's interesting about the cruise is everyone's always eating. There's the pool is the size of a little postage stamp. Yeah. It's not a big pool because nobody really goes in the pool.
Right.
People just eat and then they go to these theme nights.
Themes are huge.
80s night.
Then you get on ship and you're like, well, I guess it's cool that like all the food is included. And then you walk by, you're like, oh, what is this? And they go, this is like the Italian restaurant. And you go, oh, so we'll come eat here. And they're like, well, this isn't included in the thing. And you're like, what?
Right.
So that what they do is then they add these experiences that you don't really know.
The only thing that's included is the military rations that they have. Like it's
at
like
the buffet.
It's buffet bulk food that comes in that they defrost. They hit with an ice pick. Shrimp fall out. It's grotesque. They have an ice cream machine. I mean, it's bad. Like there was this really big woman and I was on the buffet line behind her.
Yeah.
And she, when they find something new on the buffet, they call their other family members. Like they've just discovered like an antique. And she's like, hi, Clarlene, or like one of those dumb names. She's like, Clarlene, come here. She's like, and I didn't know what she saw.
You
right?
had a fried apple?
She goes, she goes like this. She goes, come here.
Like she spotted something.
And then this fat woman, the other fat woman sitting at the table like, what?
I'm already eating.
So finally she gets up and she waddles over and she goes, they do have waffles.
Well, shit.
So that was the whole.
Now, are you glad you got up?
Yeah. See? Aren't you glad we spent $71 on this vacation for 16 of us?
I mean, caloric surplus every day has to be at 5,000 on a cruise.
Oh, it's big.
Yeah, people are, and you just see, there's so many scoots, like the fucking mobile, the scooters.
There's nothing better than being on a scooter on a boat.
Yeah. Well, actually, now that Bert lost his foot, he might be like that on the fully loaded cruise.
It'd be great that he goes right up to the stage, goes up on a ramp. It's weird that it caught on as big because in other countries they're looked at as disgusting. Other than like they have some river cruises, but that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about a few people going down the Danube in a riverboat.
This is different.
We're talking about a floating, circus.
Yeah.
Where people get on. There's thousands of these people.
Thousands
of them that get on. There's tubes that are like water slides, I guess, that like veins are like all over the boat.
Yeah.
They come in and out. And there's all this status on a cruise amongst people. They're like, oh, I'm this level, I'm that level, I'm in the captain's quarter.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. And then are you interior? Like imagine being like, if you're interior, people are like, oh, you don't have even a view.
Oh, you don't have a view?
You don't have a view.
Yeah.
Ugh, Jesus.
Yeah. And then people smuggle drugs.
That's
big.
So when I was in college, I went with 2 of my roommates. And then I guess we needed a 4th person, so we brought some chick that none of us were friends with.
Yeah.
And we went on a cruise during spring break. And as we're doing security, like in the security line, one of my friends, he like tapped me. He's like, I got this weed. And I was like, where? And he's like, right here on me. And I was like, right now? How much do you have on you? He's like, ½ ounce. I was like, oh, fuck. And then they're like, next. And I walked through and I was like, he's definitely about to get.
Yeah.
And he put it through the scanner.
They don't care.
Yeah. Didn't nothing.
But people bring their own booze people because
That's what they care about.
Yeah,
They want to flag that.
want that. I saw people get caught with that.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to see something humiliating, watch someone get caught with booze getting onto a cruise. Because when we did the Impractical Jokers cruise, there were people that were getting caught with it.
Sure, because that's the real money on the
That's
cruise.
where the
Because
money
they charge
is.
you.
And then people have to pretend they're like, oh my God.
This is actually a gift. I'm giving it.
This is for the captain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a bottle of Absolute vodka. It was always like brand ads and bad shit. I'm sorry. So we're not allowed to have this Absolute Citron on here? I apologize.
So that I don't have to spend any money.
Yeah, sorry about that. And here's the thing with a cruise, they're not tropical. They're not it's just a deck. The pools are small.
Yeah.
You're just on a deck getting drunk with strangers.
So with strangers.
It's not like a luxurious experience. There's
No.
nothing about it that's like, you're nowhere near the water. The water is, one guy killed his wife on a cruise.
That's a fucking cool guy.
He killed his wife on a cruise, and I talked, because I said to the cruise staff once, I said, what's the darkest thing that ever happened on one of these boats? Because I was really bored.
Yeah.
And they said one day, a guy, we didn't have him on camera, but he went up to the deck with his wife. He came back, she did not. And then he was like at 80s night, the next night dancing and stuff. People like, they're like, where's your wife? And he's like, oh,
What?
where is she? It's
What are you
a
talking
good
about?
question. And then he started to get sad. Here we go.
Oh, he did plead guilty.
So this is real.
Wow. If they don't have you
They
on,
arrested him when they.
if they don't have you on camera and you break like that, you confess, you fucking deserve that time in prison, man. Like,
Yeah.
let's fucking how about you know how many third worlders are on this ship? Why don't you blame them?
He goes,
That's what
I have
would've
no
done.
idea what happened to her.
The Romanian guy.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of Philippines cruise
Fucking
workers.
engineers.
All the cruise workers, a lot of them live in the Philippines.
Yeah.
It's a wild thing. I don't know why.
I mean, you think I did it or you think one of the
Yeah. Maybe it was the Filipino.
Yeah. I saw them on deck too. Could you ask them? I'm looking for my wife
Maybe
right now.
they hated her voice and threw her over. Maybe they were sick of her passive aggressive comments and threw her overboard in the middle of the
She
night.
was commenting on how they cleaned the deck. and
That's
maybe
got to be
they
amazing.
fucking-
That moment. Imagine how like that quickening of the pace of the heartbeat when the wife goes over.
Oh yeah.
Just like, you know what? Enough of you.
And then all of a sudden, like he just kind of goes like, "Is anyone behind me right now?" And then no one. And then
And then
he's
he goes
like,
back to the cabin and has the best sleep of his life.
and then he's like, "Is it a theme party tonight?"
Yeah, he goes, yeah. No, literally the next day he was like at 80s night, just being like, this is fun.
I'm dressed up as Prince. How
And
can
then
no one say anything?
eventually people started to be like, hey, where's your wife that you've been here with? He's like, I don't know.
I think she got off.
Yeah, I don't know where she went.
I don't know. What's the theme tomorrow?
Yeah, what do we? Yeah.